in the United States and anchored the U.S. Social Forum process, where there's now been 2 in the United States, in Atlanta in 2007 and in Detroit in 2010. And I think that one of the things that we've learned from the process is that big meetings and big convergences are absolutely necessary, but that they are also not enough. And that we need to be able to really think about how is it that we approach these massive gatherings that take up so much of our effort, so much of our time, and so much of so many resources. And for us in the United States, we felt that it was very important to be intentional about how we organize the process, because we felt it was very key to have the people that were the most oppressed, particularly within the United States, the most exploited by capitalism within the United States, to be the protagonist of the social forum process, and for us to be the protagonists of the movement and the agents of change. So I think that for us, as we think about what is to be done, right? What is to be done post People's Summit? Our organization has been involved in the International Planning Committee of the People's Summit, and we've also were co-responsible for Plenary 1, which was held on Sunday and Monday, and we've been part of the Synthesis Commission. And I think there's been a lot of learning, actually, even throughout these days, about this process of the People's Summit. And I just want to share some thoughts that, you know, I think that here at the People's Summit, I think we have broken the social forum model, where we've, you know, just don't have all our movements. It is absolutely important to have the self-organized activities, to have the self-organized processes. But I think that what we tried to do as part of, particularly led by the Brazilian Organizing Committee, is create plenaries of convergence and also create assembly mechanisms that were very open and inviting to everyone who wanted to participate. But I would say that, you know, I don't know that we fully have pushed ourselves, despite the plenary process around the 5 thematics. I think that what we still see happening is the specification of our struggles. And so even in the synthesis process, we have a 40-page document that has to be reduced to 2 pages, that has over 200 issues and 40 campaigns. And I think out of that, the expectation is by the end of tomorrow, what is it that we've accomplished here? And what is it that we're able to take back home to our communities, to our struggles, back to our countries? And so I think that the question, I think, is that we have broken we've made some headway, because I think that we cannot just come together to come together, but I think it's very important to be intentional about our strategies. And I think the moment at this stage, the urgency of the multiple crises is really showing us that we actually need to respond faster and much more deliberate. I think the other thing that I want to say is that it's absolutely important for us to have an integrated analysis. There was many battles that happened in many of the plenaries around whether this issue was more important than this issue, or whether this, you know, we weren't talking enough about gender, or we weren't talking enough about race. I think it's now time for us to actually say very clearly that we understand the deep interconnections and that the